One of the game's most unique talents is about to do something pretty historic. Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets hosting LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. And in the first, it was none other than the Joker playing tricks on that Charlotte defense. Check out this possession. 1, 2, 3, 4 rebounds for Jokic. And boy, his night of boards was just beginning. A knockdown three-pointer out the corner from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Nuggets, though, trailing in the second to Denver. LaMelo Ball had a lot to do with that. 31, 5, and 5 for LaMelo, trying to work his way back into that Hornets lineup. 5 assists, there's one of them. Up top, we go to Kai Jones, who throws it down, trying to find some replacements to Miles Bridges, who's not with the team this year. Kelly Oubre's going to get blocked on this three-pointer by Bruce Brown. And then what can Brown do for you? He can throw it down on the other end as well. And Bruce's plays were not done just yet. He had a huge impact on this game. In transition, we go, it's Brown tracking down the pass and then putting it in. Denver would come back to take the lead at the half in the third. LaMelo's going to turn it over. And then it's Jokic to KCP. KCP up top to Bruce Brown. Allowed 16 points for Brown. Jokic, on the other end, his numbers were really loud. I mean, historically loud. So Jokic had 20 rebounds in the first half. He's going to finish this basketball game with 40 points and 27 rebounds. The Hornets keep it close late. You see Jaden McDaniels inside, and then Kelly Oubre, 3 of his 16. We got a 2-possession game. But when it was all said and done, too much Jokic, too much Brown. Jokic's stat line only been done 5 other times in NBA history. Also had 10 assists. So that's a 40, 27, and 10 triple-double for the reigning 2-time MVP. His Denver squad wins by 4. If you have not done so, please make sure you subscribe to this channel at FERRO. Our goal is 100,000 subscribers, and we want to get there quickly. Subscribe now if you're enjoying content like this. Yeah, this dude, Nikola Jokic, just dropped 40 and 27, and nobody's talking about it. I don't hear enough noise being made about the greatness that is Nikola Jokic. So I'm going to make some noise. I got a new proclamation out there for the people. Nikola Jokic has officially surpassed Steve Nash as the most disrespected 2-time MVP in the history of the league. That's my proclamation for you. Now, you do what you want with that information. Steve Nash, over the last decade and some change, has been the most disrespected 2-time MVP in the history of the league. Everybody named Mama was like, the first MVP should have went to Shaq, and the second one probably should have went to Kobe. And by the way, Steve Nash had them Suns team looking great in the regular season. But I think a couple things. Number one, Nash didn't play defense. Number two, Kobe was out of this world great at the time, putting up unreal numbers night to night for a bad Lakers team. Number three, Steve Nash and the Suns were not a serious threat. No matter how great they were in the regular season, nobody took them serious in the postseason. So I think those things going against Nash just pretty much kind of crumbled his MVPs. The Phoenix Suns, though, were moving. At least they gave them that. Like, nobody refused to acknowledge how great Steve Nash had those Suns teams in the regular season. Like, nobody's not acknowledging that 7 seconds or less offense wasn't doing his thing in the regular season, though. Like, they at least gave Steve Nash that. I don't hear people giving Nikola Jokic any damn thing. I don't hear any. They don't even give him, like, the love in the regular season. Because Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets are comparable to the Steve Nash-led Suns. From this standpoint, they both got an MVP that people don't believe could be your number one option on a championship team. It was the same thing with Nash, and it's the same thing with Jokic. So they got that in common. These Denver and Phoenix teams were both good. The Suns were really good, though. But the Nuggets are pretty good as well night to night in the NBA. But nobody takes them serious. And it's to the point now that Jokic doesn't even get credit in the regular season, which wasn't the case with Phoenix and when they were led by Steve Nash. That's too much disrespect. He's controlling the game from the center position. He's controlling the game from the mid-post area, pretty much from the free throw line. Jokic is putting his imprint on the game. He will go get you rebounds. He's one of the top in the league at that. He's probably one of the best dimers of all time. Again, he's doing it out of the post, though. He's not a point guard that's able to see the whole court from the three-point line at the top of the key. He's literally making dimes pretty much out of the post or at the free throw line and down. I'm not saying he's the best in the world. That's Giannis to me. But I'm just saying there's not enough love being showed to Nikola Jokic. Night to night, whether it's 40 and 27, sometimes it's just 11, 11, and 11. And you like, man, this dude just controlled this game. And he only made a few buckets. But it's them 11 rebounds that were timely. It's those 11 assists. Every one of those passes mattered when they happened. I'm telling you, man, this dude going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, whether you want to give him his props or not.